guys, it's Justine and I'm here with a book tag, my very first one, and this one I was actually tagged in, so that's even awesomer. I was tagged by Lost Book Thoughts, who is another wicked awesome blogger, and she's really nice, and I've been chatting with her, and I really like her, so I'll link her below, and then we'll get started. The first book is find a book that starts with each initial of your name. And I kind of had a hard time because my first name is Justine, so I had to find a stupid J book, but I did it. I have Just Listen by Sarah Dessen, and I've read this one. I think I liked it. I think it was alright. I don't remember. It was so long ago. So that's my J. My middle initial is N, and I also had a hard time finding a book that starts with an N, but again, I did it. And it is Now You See Her by Jacqueline Michard. I don't know, I've read it too, don't remember, it must have been a long time ago. And for my last name starts with a V, which was surprisingly easy to find, and I have Virals by Kathy Reach. And I really like this book. It's about werewolves. If you guys haven't read it, you should, because it's an awesome werewolf book. Okay, and then the next question was count along your bookshelf and stop at your age. So I had to count all the way to 23, and I was hoping it'd be like a good book, not an embarrassing book, and this one's alright. I'm okay with it. It's A Long Way Gone, Memoirs of a Boy Soldier by Ishmael B. So I've read this one too. It was really good. Usually I like I'm a young adult reader, and then I read like autobiographies and biographies, so it's kind of weird, but yeah, so I'm glad you got to see kind of a variety on my shelf. The next book was pick a book that was set in your city, state, province, because I'm in Canada, or your country. And I knew that there was one that was set in my country, at least, that I had, and that is The Gathering by Kelly Armstrong. It's set over in BC, which is the next province over, and I love Kelly Armstrong, and these are really good books, so you should read them. And she has adult series too, or a couple of adult series, but they blend together, so if you don't like young adult, you should check out her adult series. And then the next one was to pick a book that takes place somewhere where you'd like to travel eventually, and I picked Chandra's Wars by Alan Stratton, and I believe this one takes place in Africa, so that's why I'm picking it, because I really want to go to Africa and I want to go on a safari, not the killing animal kind, but the looking at animal kind. So, yay! And then the next was to pick a book that represents your favorite color, and I'm super excited. I picked You Wish by Mandy Hubbard, and as you can see, my favorite color is pink. Except for you wouldn't be able to tell, because I rarely ever wear pink. I usually am wearing dark colors like black. Then the next question, which book do you have the fondest memory of? I remember this book like from a long time ago. I think I had like 3 of them, but just like different stories, and I'd make my mom read them to me all the time because they were super cool. So it's like a children's book, and this one is My Adventure in Mother Goose Land, and what like your parents have to send away for it, and they actually like substitute your name into the story. So it's like, what would Mother Hubbard do? She asked Mother Goose to try to find the missing bone. Mother Goose knew what to do. She flew to Justine's street. She knew Justine would help her, and she told her about the missing bone. Justine jumped with excitement. Oh yes, I will help you. And then it has like pictures, and it's like, Justine's street. And then it'll be like, Justine's cat, whatever their name is, they came along too. So it's really cool, and I would definitely get them like for my kids, but I would get like every single story. And the Mother Goose one isn't my favorite one. My favorite one I have like, it's like you go to Birthday Land, and it's really cool, and then it will like tell you like what your birthstone is and like your birth flower, but I couldn't find that one, so I don't know where it is, so that's sad. Okay, and this one still breaks my heart. Which book did you have the most difficult time reading? Okay, this one made me really mad because I haven't actually finished this book yet, and it's literally been like a year and a half that I haven't finished it, and it's Siren by Trisha Rayburn, and I friggin' thought that this book would be like so good. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's about sirens. I haven't read any books about sirens, and if it's not about sirens, it'll be like mermaids, and I'm like that far done. So I'm not even, it's not that I didn't read it or I haven't tried, it's just that I think that it's such a terrible book. Like, so I'm that far done, and we haven't learned anything about sirens, nothing, and all it is, it's like, this girl dies, and then they find out she's keeping secrets, but you don't learn anything about anything. Like, I haven't learned anything in this much of the book. You have, like, nothing. I've learned nothing. But I just realized that I remember the girl's name is Justine, so I guess it's okay, because we have the same name. But still, I'm gonna try to push myself to read this book one day, and maybe it'll be better at the end, but so far, terrible. If anyone's read it, let me know if the end gets better, because if it doesn't, maybe I won't even waste my time. Okay, and the very last question is, what book on your shelf would give you like the most feeling of accomplishment to read? So I have two, because I couldn't decide, and the first one is a classic, because I haven't really read any classics. I have a couple, but I've been seeing like more people talking about them, and I'm just like, oh, I want to buy that so I can have it one day and read it. And the one I have is Little Women. I bought it because I actually really like the cover, and it has like a bookmark built in, so you can like, you know, say where you are. I don't know. It's a cool book. And I've heard, you know, like good things about it. I don't even know really what it's about. But yeah, so that's the first one. The second one is just because it's giant, and that's The Land of Painted Caves by Jean M. Auel. I think that's how you say your last name. This is like the very last book, I think, in the Clan of the Cave Bear series, which I love. And I've read all the other books except for this one because it like just came out last year or the year before. 2011. Okay, yeah, 2 years ago. But these are just like really, really, really good books. They're adult, but I don't know, they're just so good, and I really love them. So you guys should check them out because they're about cave people and kind of like coming of age, I guess, and good stuff, and they'll break your heart and you're gonna love them, and I just want to like hug it because this book is so giant. So yeah, and that is my very first tag, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm gonna try to do a couple more, and hopefully this isn't too long and boring, and that it's a good one, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!